Oh, righty guys, here it is right here. Oh, this is a beauty. 2015 Ram 1500. Y'all see that Hemi sign? This thing got a Hemi in it, guys. Now, what's wrong with it? Why is it in here? You may want to know. That is simply because, hey, it's pushed to start. Yeah, Ram 1500. This is a beauty. 2015 model. How many miles? 113,000 miles. Now, first thing first, let's see if we can duplicate it. Fires right up. The complaint, no heater. Now, here's the thing about the no heater complaint or no AC. What they really mean is, let's accept that, is that there's, got AC on. There is no, look at that. So how do we know the heater is not working when it's not even blowing? Okay, the knuckleheads that write these tickets up, you got to be smarter than the situation you in. Okay, so imagine I came to this car expecting to tackle a heater problem. You know what I'm saying? I still suspect to tackle a heater problem, but starting off from a different format. Okay, now, as you can see or hear, or as you can't hear, there's no blower operation. We all know how the blower system works, right? Yes, so now, remember in the old days when we used a power resistor? If you go all the way full high, you can bypass the resistor. So there's a hard wire coming from the head to the blower motor. I'm still not blowing even on the high position. On any low, medium, low, medium, low, low, medium, none. I'm not blowing on anything. So first thing first, guys, we need to find out if we getting power supplied to that blower motor. Where the power supply come from, you may ask. Typically the fuse box. All right, this thing is usually protected by a higher amp fuse. Traditionally a 30 amp fuse. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. They made it. That fuse is one of the bigger fuses in your fuse box, and I think 2015 had a tip 'em. So we're gonna find out when I get it in, but we gotta have a starting point. And my starting point is verifying if I have power source and a ground. Remember, this is a blower motor is actually just that, a motor, an electrical motor. In order for an electrical motor to operate, you have to have a power source and a ground source. All right, now I know we get carried away with our terminology. The engine we sometimes call a motor, and then you'll cause a big ruckus. It's not a motor, it's a freaking engine. Yeah. So everybody argument point is different. I don't argue about that anymore. I understand the terminology. Now I do know when I speak about a engine on YouTube, I have been YouTubealized. There's a lot of things I had to adapt to when I jumped on YouTube, and the terminology is one of them. The algorithm do not traditionally, it do not, what's the word I'm looking for? It do not comprehend the word engine better than it comprehend the word motor. So if my title is knocking noise coming from the engine, I may not get no views. But if I change it to knocking noise coming from the motor, gazillion views, because the YouTube community can relate to the term motor better than they can the term engine. So you have to fix yourself at some point. I had to fix me. I'm just rambling. What am I talking about? Y'all want to know what the hell wrong with this truck, don't you? So do I, guys. So let's get in the shop and find out. All right, I didn't mean to rant that long. All right, my bad. Let's get this car figured out and get it fixed, hopefully. All right, y'all ready? Man, let's get it. Alrighty, guys, real quick. So I have the wiring diagram pulled up. It's 1500. Okay, HVAC system. As you can see, I got the complete diagram of the blower motor pulled up. Now, what we need to get to is the blower motor, which is right here. As you can see, it's protected by a 40 amp fuse. Okay, that looks like a mega fuse. All right, now you got a relay above that and a relay run position above that. So what I basically need to find out is if this fuse is blown, because it's not, we can go directly to the blower motor and see if we get power supply at that pin 3, the blue wire. All right, but first let's check this fuse and go from there. All right, guys, what we say, fuse 13. Okay, that happens to be this fuse right here. Now looking at this fuse, it doesn't look blown, okay, but sometimes looks can be deceiving. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna simply, I mean, these are kind of hard. Yeah, you can look at that fuse It's not burnt, it's not blown. All right, so I thought maybe it was protected by one of these small fuses, 30 amp, but no, 40 amp mega fuse. So where we go from here? To the source. The source happens to be the blower motor itself. All right, let's get it. All right, so I got the glove box removed so it can gain access to the blower motor connector. That's what we need. All right, we're trying to find out why this blower ain't working. Let's get, got the connector right here now. The power source usually, yeah, you can determine or you can assume black is ground, blue is power source. So I should have 12 volts right here. All right, guys, I got the ignition switch on. I got my, you can see that's the blower speed right there. All right, we're gonna put it on full high because all I want to do is verify that I'm getting a power source to this blower motor connector. Now I got my test light grounded on the door. Let's find out if we got 12 volts right. Imagine that, we do. Now, you're not done, guys. That just means that the feed that feeds this blower motor is intact, meaning the fuses are all good. Everything leading up to this connector is good. So we need to concentrate on this ground. Now, what I'm gonna do, in fact, let's do it like this. Let me unplug this. I'm gonna test right at the connector. I'm gonna stay at one end on this ground and use my test light on the other end. So if my test light, I know this circuit is essentially complete. Okay, that means 12 volts and ground getting to it, and that's what's needed to get any type of electrical motor to work. Y'all see that? Now, what that tells me is the circuit is complete, guys. We got a failed or open blower motor. Sometimes you can plug these things in. Sometimes you can unplug them and plug them back in and they'll work. Sometimes you can bang on them. Yeah, literally bang on it and it'll work. Let's try that. Look at that. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? It's blowing. Guys, we gotta short it out open blower motor. I need a blower motor. Okay, please don't give a customer his car back because you got it to blow by doing that. That is technically not a fix, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do that. All right, I need a freaking blower motor and a power module or resistor. Now, my thinking is this comes complete with both. I've seen some models comes with the blower motor as well as the power resistor or either the power module. All right, the thinking goes to replace those in pairs because they marry to each other and they feed off each other. Okay, so yeah, I tend to do them both. Now, that's all I have, man. I'm gonna end this video because it's too long. Now, to replace this blower motor, just 3 bolts holding it on there, guys. All right, I'm not gonna film that. In fact, I gotta sell this job and I don't want this video left open. So you saw how you can go by. This is one way. There are several ways. So you guys that like to get in the comment section, I do it this way. There's multiple ways to get to your end goal. Your end goal is to find out what the problem is. There's multiple ways to get to that point. I just showed one way. I just showed my way. Technically, that's not my way. I just needed to format it in a training, make it a training format, what I'm trying to say. So, in other words, we all found out what the problem is. Now let's get it sold, get it repaired, and get it fixed, and get it back to the customer. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching. I gotta go.